The Mike magazine will be coming to you with more exclusive interviews. Guess who's going to be next? I guess we will never know. Stay tuned to Delta Sip. Angela Buckney here, the voice behind the mic. Delta Sip, where we sip slow and talk what we know. And if you need a commercial, let me know. Want to advertise? Not a problem. We have affordable rates. Call 662-207-2077. The views and opinions expressed in this channel are those of the speaker and do not necessarily reflect the views or positions of any entities they may represent or affiliate with.
Medicare. Are you turning 65 or new to Medicare? Part A and B. If so, you may qualify for additional benefits at no cost to you. Are you a veteran with Medicare Part A and B? If so, you may qualify for additional benefits at no cost to you. Call your local licensed professional agent, Juanita Lacey Larry. Don't hesitate. Call her today, 662-515-9414. Your local agent is waiting for you, 662-515-9414. That's Juanita Lacey Larry.
Beat the summer heat at Cypress Hills Resort in Greenville, Mississippi. At Cypress Hills Resort, summertime is a fun time where you and your family can take advantage of the newly remodeled swimming pool. Membership is affordable, but space is limited, so hurry. Join in person at the pool house and then take a splash for only $350 per family. If you're looking to turn your special event into a reality, Cypress Hills Resort can help with that too. Give Alyssa a call today.
Butterfly in the sky, I can go twice as high. Take a look, it's in a book, a reading rainbow. I can go anywhere, friends to know and ways to grow, a reading rainbow. I can be anything. Take a look, it's in a book, a reading rainbow. A reading rainbow.
And if you are tuning in to Delta Sip, you would have to, if you're trying to leave a comment, you have to leave it on the YouTube channel for the Mike Magazine or the professional page for the Mike Magazine on YouTube, Facebook, boom. Just a second.
What you're doing right now and download the G Wood Live app. It's absolutely free. There's no cost. I'll say it again. It's absolutely free. It's your way to stay connected and stay involved in the community. Download the G Wood Live app on your Apple or your Google Play. Stay connected, stay positive, stay involved. Download the G Wood Live app today.
Okay, give me just a second here. Let me get in here. And there we go. Hey, welcome to another segment of Delta Sip with Angela Buckman here, the voice behind the mic on Delta Sip, where we sip slow and talk what we know. Y'all not going to believe this. Roger Simpson did an exclusive interview with the Mic magazine. We released that interview on YouTube. Please go and subscribe to our channel. Click the notification so you can get our updates. I was informed today. See, I didn't know this, but everybody who's the chief of police who can get to the coast, they're down there on the coast. And the word got to me early this morning that everybody was watching that interview. So what? You mean to tell me people are really interested in what Rogers has to say? Well, some people are saying, no, we don't care what he has to say. Some care. Some are just indifferent. Well, I had somebody come on my page because I made the post saying that Belzoni was under a curfew. And with that being said, give me a second. Where is it? I'm sorry. With that being said, can you guys hear me clearly? That's the wrong slide. Where is it about the curfew? Boom, there it is. All right, now with that being said, now had an older woman from Belzoni come on my page, and I'm not gonna go back and forth playing wordplay with people. These different vernaculars and all of this. We're not gonna wordplay. We're not gonna do that. But what I can say is thank you for your feedback, because I thought it was just Belzoni under curfew, but they said Belzoni has not even voted. They ain't had no special call meeting, no nothing. Cause see, they say that the TV station from Jackson was there today. I guess they ain't got time to have no special call meeting or no virtual or nothing like that. But the county, I'm told, is under a curfew. All this wordplay. Don't come under my post talking about Humphreys County. Thank you, though, because I made the correction. Because you know ain't nobody talking about no other place in Humphreys County. They not telling me. Cause you know, they saying Belzoni is just hot. But what I can say is that I have an announcement for you all. If you can hear me, hit a laugh emoji. If you can hear me, hit a laugh emoji. But we got an announcement.
Thank you all so much for your flexibility and understanding as we change Thursday's June 19, 2025 flag raising of the Juneteenth flag raising and program here at City Hall. The time change is changed from 12 noon to 10 a.m. to allow more residents and more businesses to come out and enjoy as we lift a flag in the symbol of unity, freedom, and continued progress here in the city of Greenville. See you at 10 a.m. on Thursday, June 19, 2025.
Could you send some encouraging words to the citizens in Humphreys County about this curfew?
All I can say, well, hey, y'all try to abide by the rules, abide by the curfew. Sheriff, I mean, if you need me to come out sometime, I will. I ain't even got to get paid. You know what I'm saying? Because I want Belzoni to be. You know, you the capital of catfish. You know, you should have the best of the best, but we don't. You know, but like I say, I encourage and y'all adhere to the curfew as much as possible, as best as y'all can, and try to do right, y'all. Please try to do right, and so y'all won't cause too much pressure on the sheriff department.
Thank you. Because accidents can happen anytime, anywhere. You might need an attorney named Malik Z. Shabazz with 26 years personal injury experience, providing nationwide services. Attorney Malik Z. Shabazz has collected millions for his clients, and you could be next. Call today, 301-513-5445. Know your rights. Call Attorney Malik Z. Shabazz today.
Medicare. Are you turning 65 or new to Medicare? Part A and B. If so, you may qualify for additional benefits at no cost to you. Are you a veteran with Medicare Part A and B? If so, you may qualify for additional benefits at no cost to you. Call your local licensed professional agent, Juanita Lacey Larry. Don't hesitate. Call her today, 662-515-9414. Your local agent is waiting for you, 662-515-9414. That's Juanita Lacey Larry, 662-515-9414.
Beat the summer heat at Cypress Hills Resort in Greenville, Mississippi. At Cypress Hills Resort, summertime is a fun time where you and your family can take advantage of the newly remodeled swimming pool. Membership is affordable, but space is limited, so hurry. Join in person at the pool house and then take a splash for only $350 per family. If you're looking to turn your special event into a reality, Cypress Hills Resort can help with that too. Give Alyssa a call today.
Now, you heard from my Mayor Eric D. Simmons from the city of Greenville, giving an announcement saying that the time has been changed for Juneteenth flag raising and prayer and things like that to 10 a.m. So if you're coming out to celebrate in the city of Greenville, please know that at 10 a.m. on Thursday, June the 19th, which is Juneteenth, the mayor wants you guys to know that, and also this is a partnership with the LOC and a few more organizations. And so he wants you to know that 10 o'clock Thursday, City Hall, come down. Now, I got something else to say about my mayor. He led the way when it comes to the curfew. He and our city councilmen, they saw it fit. They felt that it was necessary, right, for the city of Greenville in an effort to get something done about things that was going on in our city. Why do I say he led the way? Because after Greenville did the curfew, honey, Leland did the curfew. And if I'm not mistaken, Hollandale, Metcalf, and now Belzoni, Humphreys County, however you want to say it. And why am I saying this? I'm saying that to say this. The curfew works. The only time you hear that the curfew is not working and we sick of this and they violating our right, oftentimes the mouthpiece for that, those are the criminals. The mamas of the criminals. The aunties, the uncles, the cousins of the criminals. Right? Now, you do have some business owners who say, hey, you know what? We are going through some things, but we get it. Carry on. Now, Humphreys County gonna do this thing for 90 days. People say, well, who gonna implement it? Who gonna enforce the law? Well, last night was quiet. Shout out to Humphreys County Sheriff. You doing your thing. But I got to give credit to my mayor, for leading the way. And he got a little ratchet at the board meeting. Our mayor, he's an attorney and all of that, but he got a little ratchet. He from the South End or somewhere. Something wrong with him. I thank God for him. And I did a quick interview with him, and he even used the word ain't. I can't remember the last time I heard my mayor say ain't. He said, it ain't, how did he, I'm paraphrasing, it ain't fun hearing gunshots through the night. It ain't. And I understood exactly what he meant. It ain't. Now, going back to what I said when it first came up, Roger Simpson did his interview. People are weighing in all the way down on the coast. I didn't know that you got the Chiefs conference going on. I didn't. Honey, they say they are watching that interview left and right. Because guess what? Contrary to popular belief, it ain't just Belzoni. So we got to be fair about this thing, right? It's not just Belzoni. You got other sounds. People talking about Lexington, Chula, Durant. They talking about all these little small places, right? The smaller the town, my observation, the smaller the town, the worse the politics gets. And if the boards were smart, I'm telling you now, I'm telling you what God loved, they would pipe down because you you got people in your backyard, everything's out in the open. You know, Johnny Taylor. Listen, everything's out in the open. And you have an attorney general, because somebody threatened to call the attorney general on me, you know, out of Belzoni. It don't bother me. I said, tag her in this. Somebody get, look, I'm glad if you can get the attorney general, because we're looking for her too, right? We can't get her. But everything is out in the open now. And you have an attorney general who is pro law enforcement. And to sit there and know that there is a House Bill 976, I think it is, and Belzoni has a budget where they can have a public safety strategy, a plan in place where if somebody decided to kick in an antiquated door, right? Don't you know that should be paid for? Let's look at the door. Look at the door. Close the door, baby. And let me blow your mind. Come here, baby. Come on. So good. So good. Baby. Ha. The door. As Teddy Pendergrass would say. The door. Let me get back in here. You know, he said close the door, but the door, somebody told me now that, you know, you had a raccoon who's being, who's said to be the blame for the break-in. The alleged, hold on, let me get back in here. The alleged break-in. Now, one might say, why would somebody want to break in a police station? Well, if it's been on your agenda year after year, and you got a chief who's been begging, pumping, pleading, praying, hoping, wishing on a prayer for cameras, it's in your minutes, it's on your agenda. Why? Because they should be in there where they spell out, hey, we want some cameras. Hey, we need some radios. Hey, all that should be in on the agenda. So, you know, that's public information. And if that's public information, the public knows that, guess what ain't up in the police station? Cameras, allegedly. But I'm told that they are blaming this guy named Stanley. Stanley the raccoon is going to take the fall for what happened. We even got a mug shot of this guy named Stanley, who allegedly broke in. They done booked him in because what I'm told, they really ain't got nobody who broke in. So Stanley is going to stand in the gap and take the blame for what happened. And maybe now, since they got Stanley, they can lift the curfew. Close the door, baby. You ain't even have to close the door down there. Listen, it is so embarrassing. It is horrible to see. Look at this door. It's so horrible. The local media didn't even put it on their platform. This is horrible. So you mean to tell me if Shad White came to Belzoni today, tomorrow, because I know he at home sleep now, but if Shad White was to leave and come tomorrow, he would want to know where that money is going. Now, it is said that they had $90,000 in the budget. It's a lot of strong allegations going around. He say, she say, they say, everybody say. Everybody got a side. Everybody got something to say. What? Nowadays, everybody want to talk about something. Listen. All I want for my birthday is a big booty girl. Listen, all Belzoni want is a nice police department. You got people who was up there asking the wrong question. How did Mike Magazine get the picture? No, why the door look like that? Can I get somebody to run me to Lowe's or Walmart to get a door? Close the door, baby. Now, why is I don't know what the standard is for a door at a police department. And again, why would somebody want to break into the police department? I'm not going to be before you long tonight. Why? See, what comes to my mind is evidence. Because guess what? If I've opened up an investigation, unbeknownst to the chief, if I've opened up an investigation, ain't no cameras. I'm gonna say ain't like my Mayor Simmons. Ain't no cameras. Break into the police station. Your local paper, if I'm not mistaken, somebody tagging. If your local paper sell 40 caliber something other was taken. But did you know now? It is alleged that the chief, the former chief, was told, put on notice when he came to give back the property that belonged to the city of Belzoni or the town, that he was no longer welcome on the premises. So that rules out him trying to come back and get a gun, a service weapon. It could have been the assistant chief. He wasn't even in the area. Now, this in my mind. It couldn't have been. Well, I'm just going to stop saying who it couldn't have been. Who could it be? Ain't that what they say on them shows with the Crack Brothers? Who could it be? Don't come on my page talking ignorant because you're going to get blocked. I said it. I meant it. I said what I said. I don't care if you're a white girl or a black girl. I don't care if you blue, green, pink, purple, orange, fuchsia, maroon, burgundy, none of them colors. I don't care. You gonna get blocked. Care nothing about that. To the rescue. Go to the rescue on your platform. Rescue somebody over there. Jesus. I slept good last night after I hit block. Let me tell you something else. Somebody needs to pull aldermen, councilmen to the side and let them know, even before they go to running. Listen, I know you say you want to run for this position, but you need to let your family know that criticism comes with the territory. Only somebody who's stupid, and I hate to use that word, only somebody who's manipulative, only somebody who is unlearned would say that a journalist shouldn't be talking about a civil servant or an alderman. Only an ignorant, listen to me now, because I want y'all to tell them, because some of them might be blocked. Only an ignorant, unlearned person will get upset about criticism. Listen, I didn't just become a news reporter yesterday. I write for the oldest Black-owned paper in the state of Mississippi, had the best mentor. I'm not just saying that, y'all. I have gone from town to town, city to city, board meeting for the schools. Look, one thing I adore about Dr. Miska Davis, Dr. Deborah Dace, and James Johnson Waldington. They respect me. Talking about school board, because I got into it. Had to call out O'Bannon, Western Line, because they didn't understand that you're not above reproach. Those superintendents know that I got a job to do, and get what? And when I see them in public, we speak, no hard feelings. But see, that's somebody who's intelligent and learned and understands how to deal with the general public. You might not like their answers. You may not like what's on the agenda. You may not like how they carry out the business for the school district. But they have a job to do. Decisions have to be made. But guess what I'm going to do as a watchdog journalist? I want to know where the money going. Don't you know they know that? They understand. I said all that to say this. When I go to Indianola, when I go to Greenville, when I go to Greenwood, when I go to Mount Bayou, wherever I go, people understand that taxpayers' dollars don't belong to the board or the mayor. And you have people who are reporters. I don't care if they show up from Jackson, Gluckstadt, Gaucher, Indianola, or Timbuktu. We're going to want to know where the taxpayers' dollars are going. And we're not wrong for that. And you may not like that we ask some of the tough questions. These are people who know me. Some of these people know me. But they understand I got a job to do. Listen. So if your skin is too thin to take criticism, you might not need to be an elected official anymore. Because when allegations come out saying that, older woman, you don't drive, and that you've been allegedly getting paid for mileage, cause and you and your cousin, cause see, let's talk about cousins. They won't talk about mine. See, Roger Simpson is my cousin. I never kept that away from anybody. Matter of fact, he's my favorite cousin. But let me tell you the difference. The difference between my cousin and your cousin, when he was over there working, I never went to his job. But see, the difference in y'all work with y'all cousin. Y'all powwow talking to y'all cousins. When that officer was found in Yazoo City from Belzoni, you heard nothing from Mike Magazine because I didn't show up. Why didn't I show up? Because my cousin is big enough and bad enough to carry his own, to hold his own weight. I still covered that story. I didn't go up in his face. See, the difference in your cousin and my cousin, see, I'm told there's some conspiring going on, and that an investigation is being launched as we speak. Now, again, these are some strong allegations. They may not even be true. People be lying. Folks will lie to me. They'll lie to me. But if you getting a check and you don't drive, see when you come on my page, that's cool if you're trying to make a correction. But then you come on and try to get all big and bad. Now people starting to call and say, guess what? Did you know they was cutting checks for this and that? I don't even go looking for it. I don't know none of those aldermen down there. One of them looked familiar. I thought I went to school with them in college, right? You know, I was under my sorority tree, and I'd be hanging out under fraternity trees, you know. And I thought one of those aldermen looked familiar. But I don't know. I know the people I know from Belzoni is because we went to college together, marched in the band together, things like that. For too long, Belzoni has been in his own little bubble. Why? Why do you say that, Angie? Roger's cousin. I say that because as a reporter, we skip over Belzoni. Why? Because we got to get to Greenwood. We got to get to Greenville. We got to get to Indianola. We got to get to Yazoo and Jackson. Right? Belzoni has been overlooked, but now everything is out in the open. And it's not to antagonize anybody. But when you got allegations saying that, oh, baby, a text message came in today. I don't go looking for this. Saying that, and I had to write it down. When you got allegations saying that Belzoni spent $10,000 on a Christmas tree, but couldn't give the former police chief a raise, Houston, we got problems. A $10,000 Christmas tree, and y'all, unless they gonna use that Christmas tree, as they said, Christmas tree, year round for Martin Luther King Day, Valentine's Day, St. Patrick's Day, spring break, Juneteenth, homecoming, uh, uh, 4th of July. See, you can't just spend taxpayers' money and not be reasonable. If it's $10,000, you need to be using it every month. Hire somebody to do it. But honey, I got that text message say, The trucks are falling apart. And if you mess up, see, I don't go looking for this. This can't cross my desk. If you mess up and the truck don't start, they say they blame it on the workers. Now, if the door look like this, huh? And the cars look like this, huh? I'm afraid to ask them what the garbage truck looks like, what the street sweeper looks like, what if they got street sweep, what the parks look like, what the oh God. Uh, I'm just afraid to know what the inside of their police department looks like. I've been to the courthouse. It looks horrible. Is this what we're doing? That's just my observation. That's just my observation. I see y'all leaving your little comments on the screen. I can't see it. Let me see here. Only y'all can see what y'all saying. But listen, a $10,000 Christmas tree and you can't even give a raise for public safety, your head? Now, folks do lie. Folks will lie to make it sound good. And they could be lying to me. But a $10,000 Christmas tree, hold up, let me show you this door. Hold on. Could tell me what's more important. A $10,000 Christmas tree. Close the door, baby, and let me blow your mind. That ain't even the whole door. That's not even the whole door. That ain't even the whole door. But we got time today for a $10,000 Christmas tree. We got time. Who you buy it from? Who did you cut a check to for $10,000 for a Christmas tree? Now, that could be a lie. They probably went down to Walmart and got one for $27. They probably got one for 27 bucks. Because you know folks don't mind lying. They say, we don't want to see each other make it. Vote for a black this, vote for a black that. I get it. You come on here acting ugly like you ain't got no manners, and we all from the South like you ain't got good sense. We gonna block you. And I'm gonna rest well at night. If you can hear me, hit the laugh emoji. Got a chance to talk to the attorney today. Miss Hooker or Miss Hoover. What is it, Hoover? Yeah. Got a chance. Let Miss Hoover know. Get her in here, Miss Hoover. I got a chance to follow up with your city attorney like you it said. And see, I keep my word. I did what you suggested. But when I tell you, the question that I had was not for him. It was for you, Vice Mayor. Spoke with him. Identified myself. Angela Buckner here. Hold on. Angela Buckner here with the Mike magazine and the Jackson Advocate newspaper. He sounded like he was far away, like he probably on a cruise or something. I don't know. That's just my mind. But I called him. What his name? Brian Dude. I called Mr. Dude, Miss Hoover, and I asked him. I said, listen, I was told to give you a call by your vice mayor, who came over to my platform. And I asked her something that I know you can't even answer. But she told me to talk to the city attorney. Let me tell y'all something. People will try to sick lawyers on you. like you done something wrong. Everything's out in the open. The question was that I posed to him because she told me to ask him, but it was the question for her. I said, Mr. Dude, listen. If that's his name, I know it's somebody, a guy, a dude, a man, guy, dude, whatever. Well, anyway, I said, listen here. The police department was allegedly broken into. I'm going to keep saying allegedly because that could have been an inside job. But listen, because if evidence is missing and they just telling us it's a gun, we need to know if the evidence is missing too. What's really gone? We need to know. So I'm going to say allegedly because it could have been an inside job. Now, I said, listen here, Mr. Dude. The question that I have is this, that I posed. Since the police department was allegedly broken into, when will the alleged $90,000 be used to repair the police department? When will the vote go across to repair the police department? But I don't think that's a question for you because you don't vote. Or can you vote as the board attorney? He said, no, ma'am, I can't vote. I said, sir, you have a good day. And I got off the phone. Let him go on back on his cruise or whatever he was doing, in my mind. People will try to look big and grandiose and very brilliant when they say talk to the board attorney. Well, I will. I've talked to several attorneys. I spoke with them. So I want to let you know, Miss Hoover, I did what you suggested. But again, the question is for y'all. When, I ask, will you all vote, Miss Hoover, to fix this ongoing issue? Because I'm going to tell you something, the door looks so antiquated, looks so outdated. I don't even know nobody. Let me stop saying. I don't know a person who owns a door that looks that way. I don't know anybody who has a paint job that looks like that in 2025. Now, people will lie, but it was confirmed that this door belonged to y'all. What you gonna do about it? When y'all gonna vote? Where's the money going? No cameras. Former Chief Roger Simpson said there are no cameras. He even asked y'all to please abide by the curfew. See, it's the difference in your cousin and my cousin. I don't be all up under my cousin. I can't remember the last time I saw my cousin. But we got the interview. There's a difference. You probably see your cousin every day, but see, that's my favorite cousin. People say, ain't that a conflict of interest and this and that? I can talk about Bill Cosby. I can talk about Roger Simpson. And I can talk about you and your cousin. Because the investigation just getting started. And we're going to keep talking. We're gonna keep talking. I'm going to talk about your cousin and my cousin. We're going to talk about everybody's cousin. Matter of fact, I'm going to call you my Facebook cousin. Because now you on my Facebook page. And I ain't blocked you. Anytime you sign up to be a civil servant, you have to understand that you will be talked about. You can cry and stuff like that, but it makes no sense because when you're mature enough, you know that people are going to talk. Allegations, just because the allegations don't make them true. it doesn't make it true. It just doesn't. And I applaud people like Representative Otis Anthony, who children understand. Man, this come with the territory. We gonna weather this one. Okay, Daddy. I applaud people like Mayor Simmons, who understands that the tough questions are coming. If you think I won't stick a camera in Mayor Simmons' face, you wrong. You sadly mistaken. I stick one in his face, Obama face, Trump face, ask the tough questions, and still admire them for what they bring to the table. It's nothing against them. You don't ever hear Obama daughter out there saying what y'all talking about my daddy for. They understand. See, that's why I said unlearned people, unlearned, ignorant. That's what ignorant means. That you're not you don't understand in this realm, right? I wouldn't put myself out there and make it look like I'm uneducated. I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't, because it comes with the territory. You know how many people got family who say, man, look, hey, you're talking about you, ain't it? Woo. And it blows over. Investigations are done. Some are inconclusive. Lies are told. Scandals are brought up. And guess what? You weather the storm. And that's a part of politics and representing people who you say you love, your ward, your community. They say ain't no air in the shops. Y'all done bought a $10,000 Christmas tree that we only see once a year. Roger Simpson even said the walkie-talkie, the breaker 19. Y'all wouldn't even buy none of those. Now, that, that, that old fire station, according to him, and those doors, that didn't just get like that overnight. And for people to request, beg, pump, plead, prime, uh, oh my God, spin around several times and jump up and do some jumping jacks to ask for an upgrade that never should have been. I don't care if you served this term, the last term, or the term before that. Shame on you for allowing your city to look like that. What am I talking about? This door, this door. That's just one example. But to a $10,000 Christmas tree, oh my God. Somebody get Shad White in here. Because Stanley didn't do that. Stanley ain't bought no Christmas tree and voted and all of that. He didn't vote for that. Post Stanley. I feel bad for him. Look at him. Look at him. Look. Let's get Stanley down here. Again, those are allegations. Stanley is innocent until proven guilty. So we gotta make certain that we put that out there. Cameras. Allegedly no cameras. And some of the citizens are saying, ain't no body cam. No body cam? But I'm told we run around launching investigations. Investigate yourself. We need to investigate the investigation. That's what we do over here. Allegations of the alderman overstepping the boundaries. Investigate the investigation. This could be some lies. It could all be lies. Yeah, there could be lies. I don't know. It could just be lies. I'm telling you now. if you on there, because I can't see what y'all saying. If you on my platform and you leaving some old ignorant comments, because you in your feelings, I'm gonna block you. Blocker. I'm telling you now. Now, I want to say this. If you work for the town of Belzoni, you are considered an at-will employee. You, my friend, can be fired. You bet not be out there talking bad about these folks. Because get what? Blocker. They're going to block you out. You're going to get that last check, which might be $27. Man, they say the folks down the street get paid more than the city workers. What? Where he said they work there? At McDonald's somewhere? Well, anyway, man, they said these city workers ain't getting paid nothing. Something next to nothing. Belzoni, where is the money going? Well, I'm tired of talking. So what I am about to do now is go to a commercial break. And I'll be right back.
Beat the summer heat at Cypress Hills Resort in Greenville, Mississippi. At Cypress Hills Resort, summertime is a fun time where you and your family can take advantage of the newly remodeled swimming pool. Membership is affordable, but space is limited, so hurry. Join in person at the pool house and then take a splash for only $350 per family. If you're looking to turn your special event into a reality, Cypress Hills Resort can help with that too. Give Alyssa a call today.
Y'all better call Alyssa. It's about to get hot. Now, one thing about it has not been that hot this year for the month of June. Last year, it was scorching hot around this time of the year. Go and get your family together and take your little $350. Hurry up because time is wasting. And go on. Get in that pool. Enjoy yourself. And if you need, check this out. If you need a venue, call Alyssa. She can make it happen, okay? Now, again, don't forget what my mayor said. Hold up.
Thank you all so much for your flexibility and understanding as we change Thursday's June 19, 2025 flag raising of the Juneteenth flag raising and program here at City Hall. The time change is changed from 12 noon to 10 a.m. to allow more residents and more businesses to come out and enjoy as we lift a flag in the symbol of unity, freedom, and continued progress here in the city of Greenville. See you at 10 a.m. on Thursday, June.
Now, it just came across my desk that there's $10,000 in drug money that the city is not accounting for. Hold on, let me go read that one more time. Why y'all? I'm gonna let y'all watch what Roger Simpson said.
And that's just not me.
What does the chief do?
The chief deal with the day-to-day operations of the city. And that's what I was doing, dealing with the day-to-day operations of the city.
Are you to answer to the alderman at any point?
No, and we addressed, I guess they got mad at me at the board meeting. I said, I don't answer to y'all. I answer to the mayor. That's my day-to-day supervisor. I said, I don't have to answer y'all until we come in this board meeting. And so they decided to have me in every executive session at the board meeting.
From what month to when?
From March of 24 to May the 6th of 25. One whole year. I stayed in executive session.
No raise.
No raise.
Other people got a raise.
Other people got raised. Oh, they just didn't even bring it up. And I asked one of the aldermen, I said, why I didn't get no raise? Well, your raise got when you got the chief job. That ain't got nothing to do with me having a raise.
How long were you in Belzoni? Serving in the capacity of a chief?
A year and 3 months.
And would you go back?
No, ma'am. I love Belzoni. I love the people of Belzoni. I promise I love the people of Belzoni. Because I taught school down there, too. I'm also a certified school teacher. Mm-hmm. So I taught school down there.
It's a lot of layers to you when
think about Roger Simpson, it's like pulling back the layers of an onion, and you never get to the bottom. You have to actually cut the onion to go on and get down
to the core.
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
But speaking to Roger Simpson, I know that you have gone through a lot since you've been there, but again, with your background, we do know that you never have to worry about a job.
No. I mean, I had a gentleman call me and said, "Listen, Chief, I got two job offers." I mean, job offers just falling out of the sky. I mean, because they saw the work that I did, they saw the work that I put in when I was in Belzoni.
Well, I spoke to one of your colleagues who serves in the capacity of a sheriff. And he was your opponent at one point.
Yes, ma'am.
And said that boy was doing his job.
Yes, ma'am.
Those were the words to me at the Mike magazine.
Yes, ma'am.
That boy was doing his job. And so people still speak highly of you.
Yes, ma'am.
I know it might be some people who
well, you got them disgruntled people because, you know, everybody, you know, you can't get them all. You can't get them all. Wasn't nobody perfect but one person, that's Jesus Christ.
I try to deal with reality, right? But when we're talking about people who suffer from any type of mania, they are fooling themselves. And I got this guy who's going to break this thing down to you for those who are trying to figure out what this whole shebang is going on. But I got to play this one more time. Belzoni, I hope y'all sitting in with your paper and your pencil, because you need to write this down. From the Rudy down to the Tootie.
Butterfly in the sky, I can go twice as high. Take a look, it's in a book, a reading rainbow. I can go anywhere, friends to know and ways to grow, a reading rainbow. I can be anything. Take a look, it's in a book, a reading rainbow. A reading rainbow.
All right, now we getting ready to go in class. So class is now in session. And what I'm gonna need everybody to do is calm down, get out your feelings, go and get your alderman, your favorite alderman. Tell him to get in here. Go get your favorite preacher. Go get your favorite business owner. Tell them to come on, cause class in session. Cause we gonna all figure out what this word means. How you doing, Miss Peggy Clark? We don't take it for granted. Thank you for weighing in on the topic. And Miss Mary Gates. Thank you. Now class is in session. Class is in session.
Hi there, students. Megalomania. A noun, an uncountable noun, so not a megalomania. And a megalomaniac, this is the person. And I guess you could have the adjective megalomaniacal, I suppose. Okay, let's see. A megalomaniac is a person who desires power and control above all else. They think they're much more important and much more powerful than they really are. Okay, so they accused me of being a megalomaniac. I think not. Okay, so a megalomaniac, somebody who has an obsessive desire for power. Yeah, they suffer from delusions of their own importance. Okay, so yeah, they have characteristics of megalomania. Yeah, they want to look grandiose and great and important. They feel omnipotent. This is a mental illness. This is a delusion. This clearly is talking about some sort of narcissistic character. Yeah, it's an obsession for power and wealth, a passion for enormous schemes. So I guess you might say that Napoleon or Hitler or Stalin or Mao Zedong were megalomaniacs. Yeah, maybe they were, maybe they weren't, but I think megalomania is one of the things that drove them to pursue their goal of ruling the world. So let's see, what are the characteristics of a megalomaniac? Firstly, they think they are essential. The world can't get by without them. They're able to solve any problem, and they are indestructible. They're manipulative. They are all powerful. They don't admit their mistakes. Yeah, these people who never say sorry. Yeah, they are narcissists. They are only worried about what is good for them. Yeah, they have this ideal image of themselves, and they're also very sensitive to other people's reactions. Yeah, and they're also very vain as well. Okay, they think, a megalomaniac thinks they're wonderful, but the major point is they have this obsession to become extravagant, to become powerful, to become wealthy. They have this idea of grandiose schemes, to do things on a very, very grand scale. Yeah, so stop thinking like a megalomaniac and come down to earth. Yeah, stop believing that you are much more important than you really are.
Now, if you watch the original one that I did, and I'll post that in the link. But look, he says, stop thinking that the sun shines out your backside. It doesn't. It doesn't. And that ain't just for Belzoni, because what I found out today, with all of the chief of police on the coast, they're saying this is happening in smaller towns across this whole state. But I'm gonna tell you now, I think Belzoni is gonna be the ground zero for the cover being pulled back. I want to leave you something that God with something that God loves. Take a listen.
Read the Bible a lot. Found out, right, I'm reading the Bible, found out Jesus had a little brother. Anybody know his name? James. That's right. When I read that, I was like, wow, Jesus, your big brother? How much pressure was that? How many times did he have to hear, why come you can't be more like Jesus, James? Because, you know, everybody probably thought that James could do the same thing Jesus could do, but he couldn't. He was just James. He wasn't James Christ. Remember the wedding banquet? Jesus turned water into wine. Everybody was amazed. It was delicious. It was the best at the banquet. But they don't tell you about the next banquet. Jesus left early. They started running out of wine. Everybody looked at James. Hey, man, last time this happened, your brother made some wine, dude. You just gonna stand there with your sandals on? You're not gonna make no wine?
And Grandma's not doing good, so I just want to go ahead and let you know and put that bug in your ear. Well, it's Thursday morning. They don't think she'll make it till lunch. They're not quite sure, but we're thinking that if she were to go by lunch, we might could be ready to view the body tonight at like 5 or 6. Well, no, we don't want this to carry on. She does not want this to go on through the weekend. Plus, it's such a big weekend. We've got Texas, Alabama. George is already rebooking his flight so he can make it to Texas for the game. Your kids are Auburn. You know, Ellen's family, they're Mississippi State. Lord, they don't even kick off till like 10 o'clock at night. I mean, so everybody will be dead. And you just want to just know that this is done and she's at peace. Well, this is how she would want it. She would want it this way. So if she doesn't go by lunch, then we're going to do visitation, funeral. We're just going to knock it out on Friday.
I don't know if you knew this or not, but when you got saved, you got eternal life, forgiveness of sins, and access to a whole long list of ways that'll make you sound like way more spiritual of a person than you actually are. I don't think it's God's will. It's just not his timing. I'm feeling led in a different direction. Let me talk to my pastor about that. It's a closed door. I'm waiting on the Lord right now. I just don't feel peace about it right now. God has a different assignment for me. I just didn't feel prompted. I just don't feel like that's something that Jesus would do. But I just feel like I'm not in that season anymore. Can you help me move this weekend? But normally I would, but I just feel like God is just telling me to rest right now. I just got a sense that it didn't line up. Right now I'm in a season of new wineskins. What does that even mean? I just feel like right now I'm in a season of creating margin and I just don't have the bandwidth. Are you even speaking English right now? I was just asking if you wanted to get a pizza. Prompting. How many times have I told you about the prompting? I'm not feeling the prompting. I don't know. I'm just not really feeling the Spirit's leading on this one. You know what? I'm not sure. Let me lay out a fleece on that one. Okay.
Hey, Jesus, it's me. Listen, real quick before I do this, I just wanted to double check. That whole people who live in glass houses shouldn't throw stone. That's just some dude said that. Like, that's not you. You didn't say that, did you? You said, let he who was without sin cast the first stone. You did. Oh my, I'm so glad I checked. I am so, no reason.
I just wanted to leave you guys with something to laugh at, some laughter, some happy to bring you up. I do have this. Want to play this commercial one more time, this announcement / commercials. And we're out. I'm telling y'all now, the show is over. Y'all can leave. Y'all can leave. Thank you so much for tuning in. Angela Buckner here, the voice behind the mic. Delta Sip, where we sip slow and talk what we know. And now, I gotta go. And if you guys know, this is my junior reporter. I work from home. And we just want to say thank you guys so much. Also, Fire Chief Ruben Brown, on tomorrow is going to have his little babies there at the City Hall for the Kids Academy. And I will be bringing you guys some more information about it. If you check on my page, you'll see where Chief Ruben Brown is talking about all of the good things.
That sounds fun.
It is. And you're going to do some reporting.
And I'm going to become a ninja, too.
Chief Ruben Brown is talking about a lot of good things that's happening. And Timothy Buckner is going to be our junior reporter. He works for me and Timmy Lane. And he's going to be reporting on some of the good things that's going on in the city of Greenville, right?
Right.
Thank you. Now, Angela Buckner here, the voice behind the mic. Delta Sip, where we sip slow and talk what we know. And now,
we gotta go.
We gotta go.
See ya, guys.
Thank you all so much for your flexibility and understanding as we change Thursday's June 19, 2025 flag raising of the Juneteenth flag raising and program here at City Hall. The time change is changed from 12 noon to 10 a.m. to allow more residents and more businesses to come out and enjoy as we lift a flag in the symbol of unity, freedom, and continued progress here in the city of Greenville. See you at 10 a.m. on Thursday, June 19, 2025.
Could you send some encouraging words to the citizens in Humphreys County about this curfew?
All I can say, hey, y'all try to abide by the rules, abide by the curfew. Sheriff, if you need me to come out sometime, I will. I ain't even got to get paid. You know what I'm saying? Because I want Belzoni to be. You know, you the capital of catfish. You know, you should have the best of the best, but we don't. You know, but like I say, I encourage y'all adhere to the curfew as much as possible, as best as y'all can, and try to do right, y'all. Please try to do right, and so y'all won't cause too much pressure on the sheriff department.
Thank you. Because accidents can happen anytime, anywhere. You might need an attorney named Malik Z. Shabazz with 26 years personal injury experience, providing nationwide services. Attorney Malik Z. Shabazz has collected millions for his clients, and you could be next. Call today, 301-513-5445. Know your rights. Call Attorney Malik Z. Shabazz today.
Medicare. Are you turning 65 or new to Medicare? Part A and B. If so, you may qualify for additional benefits at no cost to you. Are you a veteran with Medicare Part A and B? If so, you may qualify for additional benefits at no cost to you. Call your local licensed professional agent, Juanita Lacey Larry. Don't hesitate. Call her today, 662-515-9414. Your local agent is waiting for you, 662-515-9414. That's Juanita Lacey Larry, 662-515-9414.
Beat the summer heat at Cypress Hills Resort in Greenville, Mississippi. At Cypress Hills Resort, summertime is a fun time where you and your family can take advantage of the newly remodeled swimming pool. Membership is affordable, but space is limited, so hurry. Join in person at the pool house and then take a splash for only $350 per family. If you're looking to turn your special event into a reality, Cypress Hills...
What you're doing right now, and download the G Wood Live app. It's absolutely free. There's no cost. I'll say it again. It's absolutely free. It's your way to stay connected and stay involved in the community. Download the G Wood Live app on
Traditional radio is becoming a thing of the past. No need to panic. There's no need to fear. The DMJ Broadcast Ministry of Daryl Moore Jr. is here, ready to help you navigate yourself right into some inspiration, laughter, and motivation. Because after all, it is an inspirational radio station. Allow us to help you get through your night, day, week, month, and the entire year. To get through, call 662-947-17. Hey, listen, Angela Buckney here with another Mike Moment. Chief Turner, I see you standing here with the sheriff of Washington County. What message are you all sending to the citizens here in Greenville and Washington County?
Basically, on last night, we had some unfortunate instances that happened in the city. Just basically letting people know to reiterate that there will not be tolerated any of those illegal activities, all this back and forth gang retaliation. We're not going to tolerate it.
Do you know who they are?
We have an idea of most of them that we're dealing with. We do have arrests that have been made as of this morning. We do have warrants that are coming for the rest of it.
So bad boys. What you gonna do when we come for you?
We coming.
You coming. Sheriff, what's your message?
Well, I'm here standing with the chief of police here. Me and my staff, we're going to support him 100%. And, you know, my message is to tell our parents, all parents out there, they need to know where their kids at. They need to know who they're hanging with. They need to know what's going on in their cars. When they see strange cars comes in their yard and behind their houses and everything, they need to report it and find out what's going on. Basically, they need to know where their kids at and what they're doing. The guns and everything that they had on the streets, they're hiding them either in the car, around the house, or in the house or somewhere. And so we need to be, as parents, need to find out what's going on now.
Well, Sheriff, what about my child is a good child? My child has not done anything. You got him wrong.
My child was a good child, too. But when he came home, I took the mattress off of the bed and let him put it back on there to make sure there was nothing under. And I had the right to get the keys to my car and look at it. So that was my good child, too. So we all had good kids.
How often can we expect to hear from you all in the next coming days or weeks?
So we don't
as a follow-up.
Too much talking. We don't want to do too much talking. We're just going to show them.
Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. If you have important information for our community, please send us videos and photos.
The Mike Magazine. Facebook is okay. However, YouTube is way better. Go follow my mom on YouTube.
That's right.
Like, subscribe, get notified. Timothy Buckner here, a voice behind the mic.
And remember, if you need a professional commercial, let me know. Angela Buckney here. the voice behind the mic.
The Mic Magazine. Facebook is okay. However, YouTube is way better. Go follow my mom on YouTube.
That's right.
Like, subscribe, get notified. Timothy Buckner here, a voice behind the mic.
And remember, if you need a professional commercial, let me know. Angela.